Hey, this is Matt again, and I want to give you some ideas on how you can use Edmodo for your groups. There's 5 different posts that you can use in Edmodo. Probably the simplest one is a poll. If you want to have a poll of something, sometimes what I'll do is I'll say, what time do you want to go to lunch today? Okay, so we'll put down what time for lunch. Let's have 11 o'clock, let's have 12 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock. And so simply you just choose who you want to send this to. So down here you want to choose that this was the RTC group class for November 2013, and I can click send. So when I do that, I have a post here, what time should we go for lunch? And then on the student side, let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm in the student side of Edmodo, and as I can see, I just had a post to my group right here, the RTC class. Now, something that you might want to tell your students to do so they can filter out all over other posts that don't apply, just click on the group that you're in right now, and it will actually filter out everything on the news feed so that you only see what you're currently doing. So let's say that I want to go to lunch at 1 o'clock, and I'll cast my vote. I'll hit vote. Alright, so I've casted my vote. What does it look like on the instructor side? Well, it looks very, very simple. When I hit refresh right here, you'll notice that I have one vote for a person that wanted to go to lunch at 1 o'clock. Alright, you can also use Edmodo here for creating quizzes. Okay, quizzes are a little bit more complicated. I can share that with you at another time. You can do alerts. So say for instance tonight you wanted to have your students bring book. Okay, make sure that you send it to the RTC class. This should already automatically be set up, so just check that out, and they're going to get an alert that, hey, bring your book to class. I use Edmodo quite a bit for discussion questions. So let's say that you have a discussion question right here, and you type in, what is your favorite RTC course and why. Okay, as an instructor you want to make sure that you click on which class you have right here. It should automatically be set up. Hit send. So as a student, I see this discussion question. What is your favorite RTC course and why? And all I have to do is click on the word reply right here and say, well, UDL. Definitely. So I put that down, and then I could give other reasons why and hit reply, and there you go. So as an instructor, what you'll see is the different posts and replies. Let me just hit refresh from your students. This is a great way to do discussion questions at the end of the class because you can see what they're doing. Now, another option is assignments. Assignments are great, especially for like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s or the lesson plans. Let's just put in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plan. I have a couple different options right here in this description portion. I could type in the instructions myself, or let's say that I wanted to attach instructions. I could do that simply by saying see instructions attached. So let's attach. Just for the example here, I'm just going to go to file, and I'll just go any old file right here, this Costco video that I'm using in class, and I'm going to basically make sure that I send that out to my students. It's right here, and I'll click on send in just a moment. You can also attach links if you'd like. You could even schedule when this message goes out, which will be great because you could say, well, I want this message to go out on Sunday. However, I want that particular message to not show up in the morning because we're going to be doing this later in the afternoon, and I'm going to have it post automatically at 1 o'clock. So you could do that if you'd like, or you could just send it now. I'm just going to hit cancel. And the other thing that you want to do is create a due date. Okay, so I'm going to create a due date, and this will communicate information with your students about when it is due. I'm going to hit send. So I'm sending out the assignment. Alright, from a student's perspective, this is what it's going to look like. The student will then see, I got a brand new post. Here's my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plan. They can download the instructions, and they can check that out. But let's say that maybe they wanted to comment on the assignment. They could click on comment, or they can turn it in. Now, turning in, it's completely private. Only you and that student are going to be able to see this particular assignment. So if I click on turn in, and let's say that I want to turn in my assignment right here, I can type in a response to my instructor saying this is a great assignment. Edmodo actually asks students at this point to put in what they thought of the assignment. So this was an awesome assignment. I also need to click on File here and find my assignment. So let's say that I created this one right here, assignment that I turned in. I'm going to hit Open, and it's going to upload the assignment here to Edmodo. Now, if I want to get rid of this, I can by clicking X. But when I'm ready to turn it in as a student, I just click on Turn in Assignment, and it will upload to Edmodo. Okay, so now my student had actually turned this in, and I'm going to click on Turned In right here, and as you can see, I have this particular individual, the student version of me, that has submitted the file. I can download their file right here. I can click the annotate feature, and I can see a preview of their file, which is right here. I can also, let me just shift this screen up here, I can comment on stuff if I'd like. Okay, so I can say, you know, fix this. I can do all of those different things, and the student can see that comment by simply clicking on the annotate feature on their end. So let's say that I want to get out of here, and I'm done. So what I can do is I can actually just close out of this this tab up at the top, which you can't see, and I can get out of there. And I could even give this student a grade if I wanted to. You don't have to with the RTC courses or anything. Now, let's say that you have an assignment, a presentation where your students want to turn in a PowerPoint presentation for the rest of the class to see. Instead of having each person bringing up their laptop, hooking it up to your projector, that wastes a lot of time. So if I'm a student, and I'll go back to the student version of Mr. Bergman here, and I go and I have a PowerPoint presentation. Let's say that this is group 1 PowerPoint presentation. I can simply, as a student, click on here, and I can go ahead and upload my PowerPoint presentation. So I'll just do the same document I did just a minute ago. And for your students, it's going to be really, really important that they put in who they're sending it to. So the RTC class, they can hit send, and then it posts so that everybody can see. So that's what I'm going to see as a student. As an instructor, if I hit refresh, I'm going to be able to see that this particular student of mine made a post, and this is the post that they had, and I can use that and download that so that I can save a lot of time.